And CNN News 18 has accessed the charge sheet that was filed by the Central Bureau of Investigation, which is the CBI, against Lalu Prasad Yadav, Meesa Bharti, Rabri Devi and others in this particular case. In its charge sheet, the CBI has alleged that Lalu Prasad Yadav, along with his wife and daughter and certain other railway officials, entered into a criminal conspiracy to acquire land. They also say that in pursuance of this criminal conspiracy, irregular appointments of candidates were made, violating the procedure of appointment at the railways. That's the allegation that the CBI has made, and they have put that on their charge sheet, which has now been submitted in court. Ananya, my colleague, joining us for more details on this. Ananya, what more details can you share with us about what the CBI has said in this charge sheet?
Well, the charge sheet, which runs into almost 50 operative pages, has said a lot about how this whole criminal conspiracy in the land for jobs scam was actually hatched. The Central Bureau of Investigation has said that, in fact, Meesa Bharti, Lalu Prasad Yadav and Rabri Devi, along with certain railway officials and certain people who owned those particular land, entered into a criminal conspiracy. And in lieu of getting these land at thrown away prices, the jobs were given to certain people associated to the sellers of these particular land, and also some of these sellers were also engaged in the railways. And in fact, I'll quote it from the charge sheet that it's been revealed: in the lieu of the transfer of land at thrown away prices in favor of his wife and daughter of the Minister of then Railways, Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav, 9 candidates, as per wishes of sellers, were engaged in railways. Out of 9 persons engaged, 2 were sellers themselves, whereas remaining 7 were the family members of the close relatives of the sellers. In fact, they also goes on to say that the CBI probe revealed that the transfer certificates, caste certificates and the residential certificates which were given out for seeking out these particular jobs were actually, in fact, procured at the same point of time, which shows from the serial number of these transfer certificates, and which basically points out that these were with a common intention and were procured all together. So the CBI has asked for them to be prosecuted under sections of criminal conspiracy, forgery for cheating, and certain sections of the PC Act. In fact, the Central Bureau of Investigation states that the candidates who were appointed as substitutes were later regularized, and in lieu of these appointments, Lalu Prasad Yadav got the said land transferred in the name of Rabri Devi, which is his wife, and daughter Meesa Bharti, at rates which were much lesser than the circle rates and also the market rates at that point of time. So definitely this points out that the Central Bureau of Investigation has certain kind of a strong element. Another important aspect that this charge sheet actually points out is that since the statements of Lalu Prasad Yadav, Meesa Bharti and other accused into this particular case points out to something that is very, very important and secretive, and certain important information has been diverged into this. The same statements have been supplied by the Central Bureau of Investigation in sealed cover. So what happens next in this particular case is for tomorrow, because remember that Lalu Prasad Yadav, Rabri Devi and others have been summoned by the court after this particular charge sheet was filed, because remember that this is a proper procedure wherein, after the cognizance on a particular charge sheet is being taken, the accused persons who are there in that particular charge sheet are summoned by the court. They are asked whether they have been supplied with the copies of those particular charge sheets or not. And now the scrutiny of documents would also begin. So tomorrow, Lalu Prasad Yadav, Rabri Devi and others would have to appear before Special CBI Judge Gitanjali Goyal, who's actually hearing this particular matter. So definitely,
so whether or not they actually do appear before the court tomorrow, do keep an eye out on that, Ananya. But for the moment, thank you so much for getting us that exclusive information. But that is time for a quick break here on this